Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Akuban Nights.
Hello.
So, you have made it back to Wicthron-Renta, this nice, lovely city in the middle of the forest. And I guess you guys can go straight to the palace after you pay your stagecoach driver.
Yes.
All right. You make your way to the palace. The guards recognize you and let you pass. And soon you find yourself back in your residence. The guards will even help you carry Sammy. They bring a stretcher, a proper stretcher.
That's very nice of them.
What's the hot prince's name again? It's just
Prince Hottie Pants?
Yeah, Prince Hottie Pants.
Oh, I totally forgot to name Prince Hottie Pants.
That's his name now. It is done.
It's done? That's it?
Yeah.
Maybe his name is Hoti.
Wasn't his name Klaus? Who's Klaus?
Oh, Klaus.
He's 27 years
Klaus
old,
was
white hair, blue
Klaus
eyes.
the ranger?
Oh, Klaus was the ranger. Okay.
Klaus was the ranger.
Hold on. Yep, Klaus was the ranger. I don't have a... Okay, here we go. Here's their ages. There was the 31-year-old hot guy, right?
Yep.
Nice. And then there was the 29-year-old fairly attractive sister, and then the two younger unattractive sisters, right? I think that's what it was. Mm-hmm. Because I've got hot 16.
I only care about the hot one.
The hot man, and I think everyone else is a female. God, my notes are really terrible here.
I only care
right.
about the hot one. Just whichever.
There's a hot ranger too. Sammy cares about him.
The
Sammy's a cheating little. Wow.
Cheating.
Well, you know, he's got that thing going on with that mage, right? Right?
No.
Yeah. There's definitely some chemistry
There's
going on.
no chemistry there.
Oh, there was totally some chemistry there. Come on now. Come on now. Mm-hmm.
Nothing there.
Gunter. No, not Gunter. No.
Gunther.
How about, I don't know.
You can name him. How about that? That makes it easier. What do you want his name to be?
Prince Hottie Pants.
Frank.
No, he's not Prince Frank.
Oh.
It could be Francis.
I can do.
How about the prince formerly known as Frank? But now he writes his name as a little squiggle.
His name is Charles.
No!
No.
Yeah, I think that fits.
Charles.
All right,
No.
Prince Frank.
Anything but Charles.
Now known as Prince
No.
Charles.
John? John?
Ugh.
Prince John?
How about Prince Willie?
Prince Hot Willie?
Prince
You know
Hot
what? Fine, I can do a lot with that. That's fine. I can. That's got some mileage in it.
All right, William, if you prefer.
Oh no, I'll call him Willie.
Okay, not Willie then. Let's name him Prince Darren.
Darren. All right, Darren. How you doing?
Darren the Dashing?
All right, my name's Darren. Hello. I'm from Dudley.
Dudley?
Dudley. I fucking love Dudley. It's like Birmingham. But it's Dudley.
Is Darren what?
It's
Just
just
butchering.
it's basically what I think of when I hear the name Darren.
Oh God, All right, how about
Jason.
Jeez, that's a terrible name for a prince.
Jace.
Jace, yeah.
Nicholas.
Jace. All right, Nicholas.
Prince Nick.
You and I, we would, if we had kids, it would take forever to name them. It would never work out.
If
we
you
have
call him
very
Richard,
opposite
you
name.
still call him Prince Dick.
I can't understand your naming convention, Fuzzy. You're coming up with terrible names, and you don't like any of my names. This is terrible.
Well, it's just look. You said Prince Charles, and that just makes me think of hideously inbred big ears. Okay.
I guess. Charles is just like a royal, regalish name to me. It doesn't have any particular, like, visual associations.
Seen Prince
Yeah.
Charles?
I don't
should
know
have
which
picked the
one
name
Charles is. Is he the old one or the young
Yeah,
one?
he's the old one who's married to Camilla Parker Bowles and
The one with the big ears.
yeah, huge ears.
Is he the queen's grandchild or the queen's
No,
child?
son. The queen's son. Yeah, big ears, a little bit racist. Not very.
Little.
I mean, compared to his dad, Phil
Okay,
the Greek is
yep.
like, yeah. Oh, hello.
I guess. I don't know. Charles, I can't.
What did we settle on
fine.
then?
What did we?
Henry? Was it Henry?
No, it was Nicholas.
Nick. That was
Nicholas.
it, Nick. Okay.
Yeah. Something fairly regal.
Oh my
Anyway.
god, I crossed out like 5 names. Prince Nicholas. Jesus Christ.
Good old Nicky Dick.
I think it's Prince
how are you?
Richard Nicholas Richard Voldemort of
Darren William.
Exactly.
He just has 15 first names. You can pick one.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. So you can find Prince Nicholas.
Dick.
What?
That's
Nick
short-
Dick.
His name is
Yeah.
not Nick Dick. It's not Nick
what's
Dick
his last
Quick.
name?
My
His last
God.
name's Wick,
A
isn't it?
shortening of Nicholas is Dick, right?
No.
Yeah.
That's Richard
Yes.
shortens to Dick. Shortening
No,
of
it's
Nicholas
very
goes to
common
Nick.
to make it Dick. It's really
It's very common to make a dick.
yeah.
Lots of people are dicks.
I mean, it's either Dick or Hottie Pants. It's kind of the same.
All right. Anyway, Nicholas, right?
Nicholas, yes.
So anyway, so once we've done our, talking in the throne room, I'm totally gonna go looking for Dick.
Sure.
No pun intended.
All right. Cool. You get to the throne room. Let's just do that instead. This has been a fun deviation from our normal gaming. Yeah, you don't meet with the queen in the throne room. You meet with her in one of her side chambers, parlors for, not the, this is not really public affairs that are going on. You're sort of royalty in hiding, and she's respecting that by not holding this in public open court. And I guess you guys arrive in the room where she is seated comfortably, surrounded by soldiers and guards and advisors. There's a wizard and a cleric and everything. And you're bringing in your bits of dragons. I'm assuming, yeah?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yes.
think the claws,
yeah.
right, to prove it.
Claws and claws and teeth.
Excellent. She gazes upon
I'm
you.
gonna hang on to at least one tooth just because I want to get it whittled into a hair.
This will be the second day we're back, so that I'm conscious, right?
You will have gained 2 HP since you went unconscious to all of your wounds. Does that bring you to consciousness?
I don't think so.
I thought it was. I don't know your.
It's
healing
been
rules
3
very well.
days, and you have a proficient
But it's-
healer, so that's 2 HP to each of your wounds.
Okay, so I'm not conscious.
Okay. So, yep, Sammy's still unconscious. Anyway, Queen Valuria looks upon the assembled lot, furrows her brow, and says, your brother? Did he make it?
Arresting.
Good. I'm glad to hear.
I am pleased to report that we have slain both dragons, though.
She sees you, coming in with these claws and everything, and nods and says, you have earned our trust. The trust of my trust and the trust of our people.
Wonderful.
And you have earned our gratitude as well.
I'm going to curtsy very low. Just sort of it was our pleasure, Your Majesty.
It was a good fight. The dragons were interesting enemies to fight, but in the end, coordination and teamwork succeeded, and bravery. We met a couple of
I'm just
bullywugs
looking at you like-
on our journey.
You met some what?
Bullywugs, the frog people that are living in the swamp.
Hate bullywogs.
Well,
see.
they're quite intelligent. Strange creatures, but intelligent. I don't know if there's any kind of relationship planned in the future from the side of your kingdom, but they are, I think, with the help of magic, communication could be established. They don't seem too eager on eating humans. Rather, they want to have keep to their own. Maybe
The
There's some
bullywugs
form-
are not a concern of ours.
good.
They restrict themselves to the swampy terrain, and we are more than happy to leave them to their fetid marshes.
They are deeply unpleasant little creatures.
Certainly. Now, I believe you have come here for a reason, right? You haven't just arrived in Drekis by chance. You have come seeking friendship and alliance.
I'll look at Bud.
Yes, we have
Well,
to find a way into a new future and a solution for the problems we are facing in Akuba amongst ourselves.
you have trusted me with your secrets of who you are, and you have shown me that I can trust you as well by... She points at the dragon bits. So I believe it is time for me to return the favor and trust you with some unpleasant information. While
Okay.
you have been here, things have deteriorated. Our armies in Mystria have all fallen to Scoria, the Red Dragon. Our horsemen, our cavalry has all but been destroyed. Our advanced army has taken refuge in Dawngate, where it is currently under siege. And our cities of Bridgegate and Ralwick have been thoroughly damaged or destroyed. I know you came here seeking allies, but as it stands now, I don't think we are in any position to help you. In fact, we may be in need of your help more. And that is the truth.
Interesting. Well,
I'm not
These are
done.
sad
There's more.
news for your kingdom. I'm
Yes.
sorry to hear that.
Well, as I said before, you have earned our friendship. No, I'm sorry. You have earned our trust and our gratitude. If you would like to also earn our friendship, there is one other not so small matter of state that needs attention from fine and mighty warriors such as yourselves. Although, if we are in no position to help you, I don't know if you would be in any position to help us.
what would this task be?
She sort of breaks a slight grin and says, you've done so well with slaying dragons that there is another matter of
Do you
slaying.
want us to try and slay Scoria?
I don't... As wonderful warriors as you may be,
Okay,
as adept as you may be,
Just making sure. Okay.
it's a little beyond where we are, I think.
Yes.
In the Great Horn, there lives a very large winged creature known as a rock. It's a large red winged eagle-like thing. Wingspan in the hundreds of feet, large enough to pick up an elephant. It makes its home atop a lone mountain in the middle of the Ilardian Crest and Western Steppes confluence in what we call the Tempian Range, and has been always a problem. Transporting large goods across the open plain, the Griffins in the Iron Ridge and the Rock in the Great Horn tend to make short work of our pack animals, which leaves most of our transports to shipping or in small loads pulled by small pack animals. We have folks working on the Griffin problem, but the issue of the Rock is one beyond the capabilities of most of our people. Since you have already been able to take down dragons in flight, it sounds like this task would be right up your alley.
Interesting. I feel like we might want to do a little research on the feasibility of this before we can give you a yes or no answer.
A wise answer. If you rule your kingdom, I believe you shall rule well.
Oh well, my elder brother is the designated heir. I'm but the youngest, I'm afraid.
Let us only hope he shares your wisdom.
I'm sure he will.
What direct benefit does it have in your attempts to secure your borders into the north?
Come again?
What direct benefit does the disappearance of the Rock have in securing your northern border against Scoria?
It allows us to relocate large numbers of soldiers instead of having to guard passages and wagon goods in the east. They can be reused in the north. It helps infrastructure by reducing lost supplies and lost animals, and it builds faith and morale amongst the people of Drekis. It is not the greatest problem facing our nation, but it is a pressing one. On the other hand, if you have a way to slay Scoria the Red, that would solve all of our problems.
Sadly not. Yeah. Not yes. Eventually someone's going to have to, because
Well, the good news is Scoria did not come any closer than Ralwick. After torching one of our principalities, she turned back and has been in Mystria for some time. The bad news is that she returned to her home in Dragon Peak, where my wizard, she gestures to the person at her right, has been scrying upon her, and it appears she has returned because her cache of eggs has hatched. We were unaware that she had even laid any, but it appears that her home is now crawling with small dragons. They won't be a threat to people for decades to come, but it is not a pleasant notion.
yes. Who was the oh, is that even possible?
Is what possible?
She had a thing going on with the king of the kingdom, and
if you are hinting at what I think you are, I doubt that is a possibility.
oh good, I'm glad, because that's a horrifying thought.
Yes, I'm sure she found some other red somewhere. To be honest, I don't know how dragons reproduce. I assume it is as we do, as the birds and the bees do, but who knows?
No, oh God, I imagined it. I'm sorry. Right. Anyway, yes.
Please take your time. If you need any information, my scholars and libraries are open to you. You must be weary after your long adventure. You've been gone for some time now.
Thank you, Your Majesty. You're most gracious.
She gets up, gives you a bow and a curtsy, and exits, leaving you guys to do whatever you want.
I'm gonna have a bath, tart myself up, and go looking for Nicholas.
All right. You can bathe. This time it's like a big clawfoot tub
I'm gonna get
with like some
super
bath
pampered.
salts.
I'm gonna get my nails did. I'm gonna get my hair done. I'm gonna like put on some slap and put on some nice clothes.
You've got some rose petals in there. You even have servants to come in and like wash your hair for
I'm
you.
totally, I'm in the bath. There's one person doing each of my nails and things, and you know, getting the head massage. It's just like manicure, foot pedicure. It's just
There's
like,
a lute player on the veranda, you know,
Yeah,
far enough away
yeah.
that he can't see, but the music can still float in. Yep. Perfect. All right. Before you go to see Prince Hottie Pants, is there anything else anyone else wants to do that might be more pressing than that?
What's more pressing than Hottie Pants? Come on now.
I have one thing that I want to do, but I don't mind when it happens, but I could tell you now.
Sure, tell me and then we'll order of
So
operations.
when we've all settled down, like by myself, I want to go back and request a private audience with the Queen.
Certainly. Let's do Prince Hottie Pants first, because that might cause more conflict than the meeting with the Queen. So...
Is that so? I still have Maya's dagger, Neal.
Are you gonna... You
never know. No, I'm kidding. Do Prince Hottie Pants first.
All right.
I would probably have reclaimed the dagger because it's like my hair stick.
Yeah, I'm joking. I would have given it back like immediately after.
Assassinate the Queen from me.
All right.
It's a joke.
I was just
You-
flaming you for a murder.
I mean, let's face it, it's something Maya would do probably.
You find Prince Nicholas on the parapets, walking the walls with one of his soldiers, friends, subordinates. The relationship is unclear. They seemed pretty chummy, but there is a clear distinction in
Maybe
rank
squire
and everything.
kind of thing.
Maybe, yeah. And I think you are, you know, you spot them on the walls, and you can come up and come out of the castle, down to the courtyard, up onto the wall, and meet him there.
Yes, I'll just sort of like, you know, casually stroll. I'll be totally just like looking out for him and just be like, oh, casually strolling on. Oh, how nice to see you.
Ah, Princess Maya, how lovely to see you.
Indeed, Nicholas. How have you been?
Better. And yourself?
Oh, yes, not too bad. I've recovered from my scrapes and bruises after the little dragon slaying. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, poor Sammy. Poor Sammy. I'm sure he'll wake up soon.
I hear will make a full recovery, though, yes?
Oh yes, he always. He tends to spend quite a lot of time on his back, and not in a fun way. Poor lamb. You know, he's a fragile little thing.
I'm sure we'll make a man out of him one day.
Cue Mulan song.
Maya's just there, like, don't make a dirty joke. Don't make a dirty joke. I'm sure he's. I don't need to think. But that's my little brother. It's my brother.
He smiles and says,
Ooh.
I haven't seen someone blush that much in a while.
How dare you? Anyway, how have you been?
Well,
I heard
matters
about
of
the,
state.
I heard about the trouble you had up north.
Oh.
I'm terribly sorry.
Yes, it has been weighing upon me. My cousins.
I'll talk to him and take his arm and just be like, "It's okay, I understand."
Yes. I believe many of my cousins have been slain.
That's dreadful. I'm so sorry.
What brings you to the walls?
taking the air, really. I was just, oh, yes. I thought I'd have a nice evening stroll before I retire for the night, so. May I stroll with you?
Please. And he gives like a dismissive gesture to his friend, subordinate squire thingy, who promptly makes himself scarce. The prince takes your hand in his arm, in the crook of his arm, and walks the castle walls with you, pointing out landmarks in Wicthron Rorenta and giving you unasked for history lessons and fun facts about the surrounding area.
I will pay attention to everything he says in case there's a test later.
How interested are you actually in fun facts about Wicthron Rorenta and the surrounding territories?
They might be useful at some point, so reasonably?
Okay. It's not boring.
It's like, how interesting is his, fun? I mean, how interesting are the facts? Is it like really dry economic stuff, or is it more? And that there is the scene of a battle, and that was where my granddad, flew some stuff and.
The first one he points out, like, that is the Great Temple of Martha. You can see it's rising over here, and this is what it. But in reality, if you go behind in the alley back behind it, there is the scummiest tavern with the dirtiest workers you've ever seen. Anyway, and over here is the.
Wait. Are we talking dirty as in unclean, or are we talking dirty as in dirty?
It's the second one. Anyway, and over down this way, this way is a, and he just like moves on, He'll give you like, here's a fun fact. That is the jail where such and such a person was held on for such and such a reason of treason, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
And there was this one night where I left the castle in commoner's clothes and had to spend 3 nights in the dungeon until they let me out. My mother almost had my head because, Prince goes missing. They had the whole city watch up in arms looking for me. There were messengers being sent, assassinations being called for until I managed to get myself out of jail.
I've never been caught doing that.
Never been caught? Not once. Mm-mm. Maybe not by the guards, but surely by your father or your mother?
No. My father never really took much of an interest, and my mother, she encouraged my adventures. She thought it was useful that I, learn the ways of the world somewhat.
How about this? There is a tavern in town called the Salty Troll. What if I meet you there tonight after sundown, but we both play the part of a commoner and see if we can find each other in our respective disguises?
It's a date.
Excellent.
I'll shake his hand and just be like...
He shakes your hand in his hand.
May the best sneak win.
And all the arms go up and down, yes. And I there's some more conversation and walking around and looking at things and fun facts that start off as like ordinary, and then here's this weird story about it where I did this weird thing, or
I like him. Mm-hmm. Mine is actually like, oh damn, okay, shit.
Right. I think that's how you guys pass your afternoon, and we'll flip over to Sarah. Speaking to the queen, because you can gain a separate audience with her. Probably that evening, she's got like a half hour after court before supper.
Perfect.
Actually, I don't have time. You can sup with me. We'll talk over dinner.
Oh, lovely. That's nice.
Yes. She is here with some of her children. Her eldest son is missing. He often does not attend our family dinners, unfortunately. Mm-hmm. But may I introduce you to my daughters, Princess Hottie Pants, Princess Hottie Pants, Princess Hottie Pants, and Princess Hottie Pants.
Lovely. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
What would you like to say to her?
There is a very, very delicate matter that I need to discuss with you. I'm not entirely sure if dinner is the place for it, so maybe we'll just have dinner together, and after dessert we could step on the balcony for a moment.
As a head of state, I am used to dealing with unpleasant matters every waking moment of my life. Please, continue here. And
Okay. Do you trust all these people around in this room?
of course, these are my children. They know everything. And the servants are, well, they've heard many a secrets.
Right. Well, you said that we have established mutual trust earlier when we spoke to you.
Yes.
I have a very personal matter that I need to ask you about, and you might not be pleased to talk about it, but it means a lot to me.
Go on.
So, I've been sitting in council meetings since I was a little girl. I didn't have much choice in the matter. And sometimes politics can be very uncomfortable. I realize that. And sometimes politics can get very personal as well.
Certainly.
Even outside of marriages and alliances and things. So this is a hard question for me to ask. Did Drakis send somebody to kill my father back then?
I see. No wonder you were cautious with this question. When is back then?
Well, wait, does that mean you've sent people at a certain point? You're just not sure what I'm talking about?
There has been animosity between our peoples for a long period of time, and prior to my ascension, I do believe there had been such an attempt, but that would have been 40 years ago, and I do believe it never really got past the palace stages, let's call it. But I do believe that is water under the bridge, that a former ruler of your country and a former ruler of mine, I don't believe their policies or actions reflect on us. I certainly would not hold you responsible for the actions of your ancestors.
No, I'm like... You're aware that my father was assassinated, right?
I had heard that he died in combat along a road. I was not sure if it was random banditry or assassination, or I try not to make up my mind until I have all the facts. It was a proper
successful assassination attempt. That's what it was.
Unfortunate. No, I have not sent any assassins or would-be assassins your way.
Right. I just needed to know.
Why do you think I sent them?
Well, it would have been clever, I think. My father had denied Drakis an audience, apparently. At least that was what we were told a while ago. And having him assassinated might have opened the doors again for negotiations with Drakis. And if it hadn't done that, it might have been a smart way to, blame the assassination on Mystria and make sure there's not going to be an alliance between those two lands.
I see. Well, I can say with certainty that no such thing has originated from this palace or castle. There are other principalities who would, under normal circumstances, never dare do something like that without running it past me. And I shall look into the matter on your behalf to see if anyone has acted out of turn. But I do not think so. Our audience that we had requested was one of friendship and concern over the great winged creature of death.
Right. Do you know why my father declined?
Issues of trust, I believe. But that is speculation. I do not know for certain. Did he say something to you?
No, he hadn't even mentioned it. Well, I am glad you were very forward about this, and I would, if you find anything out, let me know. I understand that, our ancestors, and all these things. It's just my father, after all.
I understand.
It's I just want you to know that I would never put my own personal matter over the matters of our states.
Really? Not even once?
Well,
You're a more disciplined lady than myself.
what does she allude to? Do I know?
I don't think so. Maybe petty personal things that she's used the powers of state to fix, probably.
All right. Well, I've been at the council for quite a while, and I grew up with politics. And then my brother came back, so I'm no longer doing politics, I'm doing
see.
family now.
You were to be next in line before his return?
I would have been, yes. But I had never given up hope, that he would come back. So I was just trying my best to fill very big shoes.
Between us women here, dare I say, you might have made a better queen than he would make a king.
I don't think so. I like the Iron Heart sometimes,
As is definitely needed.
Well, I'm sorry for bringing this up over dinner. It was just nagging me,
All right. I guess you guys can continue to sup. The other princesses in the area will chat with you about this, that, and the other. Some of them talk about fairly mundane things. What's your favorite dish? How do you like it here in Drekis? Wow, your Drekisian's so good, even though it's definitely not,
It's terrible.
Yeah. Other princesses will be more, friendly, talking about actual things of interest, and some of them will just be gossiping. It's a typical dinner with friends and family of all ages and walks of life, and getting bombarded with 1,000 questions from sort of strangers, sort of friends.
Yeah, I think that's something we also haven't had in a while, like a proper social get-together, with sitting at a table talking to people, which is not just in a tavern or something. So it feels good to be a little bit social after being away for so long.
Nice. Let's see, do we have any? No, nothing too interesting. Is there anything else you want to discuss with them, or shall we move forward?
No, we can move on.
Great. So let's skip ahead. Sammy, how many HP do you need to gain before you are conscious?
Another 2 HP.
All right, so let's skip 3 days until Sammy's fully awake, and that
Can
way.
Put a quick scene into the 3 days?
Absolutely, yes.
Good. Because in these 3 days, I think there will be a time that Bud is going to take a shower as well.
Nice.
He's going to take a steaming hot bath, and he will make sure that the room is private, that there's no one else in the room, and he makes sure that he's able to secure the room from the inside a bit.
Sure.
He will take a knife with him and pieces of rope, and he will slowly start to undress himself in the room, and then sit down and start to hum a little bit, maybe an old prayer he knows. And slowly he will start to take the rope apart into strings and make knots. And I guess it takes him about 20 to 30 minutes until it's kind of visible what he's doing. And he's building, like a cat of nine tails, like these things you make out of rope for flagellation.
Mm-hmm.
And he will slowly start to hit himself on the sides and on the back with it. And he will start to pray. And he will repeat these like for an hour or two, like, Tempus, thank thee for giving meaning to my short life. Tempus, forgive me as the world made me doubt your wisdom. Tempus, bless me, grant me the strength to fulfill my destiny. And kind of that's what's he doing, because he realized that in all the time he wasn't really following what might be his destiny, but just venturing on the path that lay in front of him. He wasn't enforcing what he should do, and he kind of feels a bit disappointed about himself. So that's the way he handles these situation.
Okay. You hit yourself, self-flagellate, and pray to Tempos.
Yes, and after I'm all bloody, I'm gonna go into the bathtub and start to clean myself up, I guess.
It stings badly. Hot
Yes.
water on fresh open wounds, unpleasant.
That's I guess that's the reason why people do that. I would never do that myself because that's simply crazy, but I found it interesting. So yeah, that's it. But that's all that's gonna happen
Okay.
in that area.
All right, let's skip ahead 3 days. Sammy wakes up. The party has had time to... actually, hold on. Maya, we need to resolve your evening outing.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do. All right, we'll get to you in just a moment, Sammy, I promise.
I'm just unconscious.
I know.
Do you
Okay,
want me to roll disguise?
I do want you to make me a disguise check.
Come on, baby. Oh, great.
Not great indeed. The prince will make his own disguise check. He doesn't roll very well either. Hold on.
Both recognized by commoners.
At least they find each other, right? How bad is it if they're both so good that
we're
they
just
can't
there going
find
like-
each other? No, you weren't there, you liar. I haven't
Yeah.
seen you.
Well, I guess I've been stood up then.
Hold on, I gotta figure out what his check is. It's plus charisma. Okay, so he rolls a 25, actually. He does quite well. So you're at this tavern at the Salty Troll in your disguise, hanging out, looking about, when some gentleman, maybe a little bit older than Prince Hottie Pants, with a salt and pepper beard and an eye patch and a tricorn hat popped up on one side, approaches you and goes, "Hi there, lady. How are you doing? Can this old salty sailor buy you a mug of ale?"
Why, certainly.
"What? 1 mug of ale for the lady, and 2 mugs of ale for me," he says to the bartender.
Can I try and figure out if it is him?
Yeah, go ahead and make me a perception check. Beat a 25.
Oh, boom. Natural 20.
Yeah, the mugs get brought over, and you're like, this is just some random old man. This is not him.
Actually,
This is just a dude from the harbor, right?
Actually,
When I was at the shrine.
I'm sorry. I thought you were somebody else.
You know another man with an eye patch?
I'm supposed to be meeting someone here. I thought you were him. I don't think you are, though.
Well, maybe I am. How do you
I
know
don't-
until you have a chat with me for a while?
Allow me to pay for the drink, and thank you very kindly. Here, buy yourself something really nice.
You're breaking my heart.
I'm
All I
sorry.
wanted was a little bit of chit-chat.
I know. I'm waiting for somebody. I'm terribly sorry.
Well, all right then. At least I've got my ale. And he takes his mugs and walks away. Yeah, definitely wasn't him. And you're not really sure who the hell it was, who he is, until the bartender leans over and says, "Wise choice," and leans back, and you realize, holy shit, Prince Hottie Pants is the bartender.
In that case, I would like to. I'll sort of lean over the bar, sort of like get the cleavage out a little bit, and just be like, "So, what would you recommend? What's the special here?"
Slippery nipple.
Oh, I would love a slippery nipple, please.
He goes about mixing. I actually don't know what that is.
Neither do I. That's fine.
It's an actual
mixing-
cocktail recipe, though. I'm not
Yeah.
making things up. It is
Just say he mixes the slippery. Who cares?
sambucha with some Irish cream. Mix,
that's awful.
not mixed, so that they're separate. Yeah.
Yes, I'd love a slippery
That
nipple.
sounds terrible.
That sounds nice.
Please have one yourself as well. So, when do you get off then?
Oh, just about time when someone comes about to relieve me.
Oh, really?
Oh my god.
And the flirting. Should we just fade to black on the
It
flirting?
definitely needs to
Should
stop here.
Google the cocktail, by the way. Just Google it. It looks bad. Just as bad as it's.
It looks like cream
Yeah.
over
Oh,
a transparent
It looks like a
liquid.
nipple. It literally looks like a nipple.
It's not the worst
Oh, does it?
Baileys-based cocktail I've ever had, though. Have you ever had an Irish car bomb?
Wonderful
Oh.
naming there. Mm-hmm.
It's basically a Bailey's in, and then you drop it in half a pint of Guinness, and then chug it all, and it curdles, and it's fucking rank. Ah,
It's disgusting.
Sounds awful.
Mhm.
Yeah.
yeah. Ello made me have one once, and it was so bad.
Mm.
There's also a buttery nipple.
Let's just pass on all of these things. Excellent. So you guys socialize for an evening and then head back to the palace to your respective rooms.
Aww.
Yeah, he's got important matters of state tomorrow that he needs to wake up in time for. He can't stay out too late.
Fair enough.
Yes. Besides, he's not that easy.
I
You
might
better.
try and sneak a little peck on the cheek, though.
Oh, give me a charisma check. See if you can
Don't
convince
fuck
the
it up.
otherwise stalwart.
Not great.
You go for the. I think it just doesn't work out. You know, you're looking for the opportunity, and as the evening comes to an end, he just gives you like a bow and walks away, and you're like, "Wait, but he's gone before you can make
Get
your
you
move.
next time. Oh, it's fine. God damn it, I've got a crush on him. No, damn it.
Can't have a crush on him.
Keep
You're-
the composure.
You're supposed to be the.
Yeah, but he's like sort of like Maya's exact type, which is like he's fucking, he's a bit roguish, and she's just like, ooh.
All right. 3 days later, Sammy wakes up. The party reconvenes in, I guess, Sammy's room as he's waking. One of the servants comes and fetches you all as he begins to come to consciousness.
Welcome
I'll
back
sit
to
next
the
to
real
him.
world, Sammy. How have you
Oh
been?
my god,
Sleep
how?
well?
These wounds.
Don't
what
touch the
was that?
stitches. Long.
Oh,
Yeah, it took 30 minutes for Sarah to sew your two halves back together, but I think she did a good job.
Thank you, but
yeah, you're joking.
Oh no, that dragon
Depends.
oof, nearly had you. Nearly had you.
And I grip his left toe. Do you feel your right toe?
Brother, that's his left toe. Stop winding him up.
Come on.
Oh, I'm
God.
sorry.
No, you did good. I'm very
Oh,
happy you're alive.
well, what happened after I was out?
Oh, we killed the dragon. And, yeah.
Good.
Yes, both
This is
dragons done, butchered, sorted.
we're in Wicktron, right?
Yes.
Okay. Have we talked to the queen? What did she say? Is she gonna help us?
About that. So it turns out that Scory has done a number on the northern part of the kingdom, trounced quite a large proportion of their armies, and they're not really in a position to help us. But hey, we killed some dragons. Yay. I
Well,
went on a date. Oh, wait, I didn't say that.
that's fine. I assume it was after I was safe and sound.
Well, the date, yes.
Well, if anything comes of this, we may have formed bonds between Akuba and Drekis, and well, maybe these wounds are worth that.
About that, we're not really done.
Please don't say there's another one.
No, not a dragon. Something larger.
A bigger dragon?
No, I think it's more of a bird. She called it a stone. No, a rock.
Oh God. I've heard
What do
of
you know about it?
giant eagle-like creatures, pearly. Well, between the size of those small dragons and Scoria herself, nasty talons. Think of a person in each
brother, by the
claw.
way, I salvaged this book. I don't know if it's any good, but it's got a picture of something.
Oh, don't put it there.
What? Why?
Oh, my wounds.
Oh, well, look, hold your hand up.
Ah,
There you go.
Yeah,
Take it.
okay. Have destroyed the pages. But does it have anything interesting in it?
I don't know. It had a big picture of a big flying thing being killed, so I thought that maybe it would come in handy.
I can't read this. I
Well, learn.
Oh.
You're the wizard.
hang on. I have a spell for this, but no, I'm far too drained for magic right now.
Show him the amulet.
Sorry?
Amulet?
Show,
You've got the
show him the amulet.
You've
I
got
am.
the amulet, brother.
Sure.
Show him the
Let me
amulet,
just
brother.
put it on my inventory. Yes. I hand you the amulet of with the hourglass symbol. This looks pricey. We don't know exactly what it does, but we think it might be magical, but we don't know for sure.
It has the. Well, I mean, it's pricey enough to be magical. It's sturdy and well crafted, but I wouldn't be able to tell you if it did anything at all.
Got
Have
writing
you-
on the back.
Yes. Okay. I turn it over and well, a language I don't know, but again, with magic, maybe.
Well, hurry up and get your magic back.
Oh, thanks, Maya.
We need to be going in 3 days, so
Oh, I better get going.
What for?
yeah, we'll to kill the rock.
Wait,
Once we find out how to kill it.
3 days. I mean,
Okay, or 6 or a week.
I think we definitely want Sammy up, and I
Yes.
don't know if I want to kill a rock.
If we're going after a rock, they're much more natural creatures. I mean, they're very intelligent beasts, but they are beasts. Perhaps we could convince that ranger captain to come with us.
How
could
do
I
you
make
know so much about rocks?
I mean, you gotta
Have you
learn
seen how many books he reads, brother?
that
Huh.
they're beasts. I mean, I've never seen one, but there's
Wait, brother, did you not have the copy of My First Bestiary that the rest of us got? You know, R is for rock, large and ferocious.
God.
Neil,
They're
Yes.
could I make a folklore check
Yes.
for rocks?
Absolutely. Waiting for those magic words from someone.
I mean, I'm just spewing out common knowledge at this point.
It says con. I don't think that's right.
Con? No. That's not right. Folklore is intelligence
At a plus or minus anything?
at -1.
Well, it's a 26.
Damn.
I just clicked it. I just clicked
yeah.
the skill because I can't see a -1 in there.
I have added the -1 for you. So a 25 is lovely. You know quite a bit about rocks. Let's talk rock. I think what you know is probably about this rock in particular, because it is the closest rock to your homeland. So it's like the rock of the area. LMNOPQ. R comes before S.
Is it the Rock of Ages?
Yes. Yes, it is. Looking almost too big to be real, rocks are huge birds of prey that dwell in warm mountainous regions and are known for carrying off large animals, cattle, horses, elephants even, for food. They resemble large eagles. They have dark brown to golden plumage or feathers. This one around here has red feathers, red plumages. They are 60 feet long from beak to tail feathers with a wingspan as wide as 120 feet. And here is a rough picture of a rock carrying an elephant.
I don't want to play that. It's gonna kill us.
Yeah, it's pretty big. They're terrifying. Let's see. Their favorite combat tactic is to just swoop down and grab someone, and then just like grab them in their talons and fuck off. And if the thing proves to be annoying, they can just drop it from height, let it splatter on the ground, land, and just eat it that way, rather than taking it back to its lair, or just leave it alone if it's pissing them off. You, with a 25, you would know that their claws are 3 times as strong as a short sword, while their beaks are 4 times as strong as a short sword.
How discerning are they about poison?
They're fucking big, so a lot of poison.
Right. They have no resistance or weakness to poison in particular, but they are just like massive, so you know, need a lot of poison to get to them. They tend their
We're gonna need
lair.
a bigger goat.
Their lairs are vast nests made of trees, branches, and the like. They inhabit the highest mountains in warm regions. They're not given to nesting close to each other, with a nest rarely being located within like 80 miles of another nest. This book is wrong. Let's see. Their treasure is usually strewn about and below the nest, for the creature does not value such treasure. It's just residue from its victims. If the rock has been seizing pack horses or mules, some of that treasure may be merchants' wares, such as spices, rugs, tapestries, perfumes, rich clothing, or even jewels. They forage for food 3 times a day, about an hour after sunset, around noon, and about an hour before sunset. I'm sorry, an hour after sunrise, around noon, and then an hour before sunset. And if there are young in the nest, they will have a 4th feeding approximately 2 hours after noon, to help keep the young well fed. Let's see. Thanks to rock's prodigious appetites, these creatures are not swarming about with impunity. And dwarves are known for their hatred and not getting along with rocks, but dwarves are also known for not getting along with most things, so I don't know if that's particularly useful. Dwarven mines located in remote mountains often have to contend with unruly rocks intent on protecting their territory. Attempts by dwarves to tame the rocks have all met with failure, so the accepted manner of dealing with rocks is to kill them and smash their eggs. Adventurers who happen upon a community of mountain dwarves may find employment as rock hunters. Such groups would do well not to allow any druids to find out, though. Yeah. Oh, also, rock eggs can sell for quite a bit of cash. 2d6 times 100 in gold. If you can find the right person to sell the eggs to. But also,
And
like,
if you can,
move the eggs. Yeah, they're big and delicate.
and avoid the rock.
Yeah. So that is all you know. And if you have specific questions, I can also answer
set
them.
fire to the rock's nest with the rock in it.
It would probably fly away.
What happens if we set fire to the rock?
It would fly away.
That's the best plan and the only chance we might have to kill that thing. So
Same thing with any
it's a
flying.
solo adventure for Maya, I think. We are out. We're gonna wait here till Maya's back, right?
Sneak up
A lot
there.
of sneaking.
Yeah, I'll sneak up there. I'll tie some burning rags to its tail feathers and then run away.
Yeah,
Can't possibly go wrong.
nothing.
Yep.
All right. Why don't we take our next break? And when we come back, we will see if you guys actually want to do this thing or if you want to politely decline. Because I'm sure that would be fine, right? So we're going to go to break, and we'll see you guys on the other side. Bye-bye.